Hello, welcome to my channel. I am the Scarlet Raven Witch, formerly known as Crescent Dreams, formerly known as Wildflower Mama Witch, Scarlet Raven Witch in the flesh. I will be making more videos more regularly. Today is not about that. Today is about you and about me and we. This is going to be a collective type of reading, not a pick a card. This is something a little bit different for me. Haven't done anything like this ever, but haven't even really done much in a while either. But I don't usually do like face-to-face readings. I don't usually do collective readings, but I just felt really called to do that today. So this is going to be what we need to leave behind in 2025. What you need to leave behind, what I need to leave behind, what we as a whole need to leave behind in the year of 2025. This video, I had to fight very hard to make this. I really wanted to. I've been feeling really inspired. So this is kind of a message that I'm reminding myself and you that everything does not always need to be perfect. I am sitting in my sister's house on the floor. There was a dead bug I had to shoo away. I have no like crystals or music or sound or anything. My daughter is playing with my sister next door while I have a tiny bit of time to do this for you and for me. So long story short, the message and the point of this is that stop waiting for things to be perfect. Stop waiting for the perfect lighting and the perfect sound and the perfect setup and timing and everything. Like, just go for your dreams. Just go for what your heart is telling you to go for. Follow your intuition. Stop wasting so much time not being creative and creating art and meaning in your life because you are so worried about if it's the right time. Your brain is lying to you. You can do this. You can do the things that you love. You can create. You can connect. Do the things. Okay. I'm going to get started with some tarot. I have a couple of different oracle decks too, as well as my box of charms. I'll get into that in a bit. But we'll start with some tarot. And again, these are what things that we need to leave in 2025. I also, again, will be making more videos. One of my next tarot readings will be a more in-depth 2026 reading. So if you're interested in something like that, I'm going to do the first half of the year and the second half of the year in separate videos so that it can be a little bit more specific. Because sometimes I feel really overwhelmed by like an entire year of tarot. But what are we leaving behind in 2025? 2025 was a year for me. I don't know about you. Okay, 9 of Swords. We're leaving behind fear. We're leaving behind self-doubt. This card is often really associated with anxiety, so I almost said leaving behind anxiety, but no, we're not, because let's be real. We're always going to have anxiety. Everybody has anxiety. Some people have lots of anxiety, but we're never going to get rid of that. So no, we're not leaving anxiety behind, but I think what we're leaving behind is this self-inflicted anxiety. So things that come to mind are like distractions, like too much screen time, I'm going to leave it at that. For now, we're leaving behind not anxiety, but like the struggle with anxiety, the struggle with fear and self-doubt. It's not that those things are just going to go away, because they're not. It's that battle. There's a bird up here that has a little flower. And so it's kind of like making me think of like a dove with an olive branch. Like, there's going to be peace. Even though these things, these feelings are still going to come up, what we're leaving behind is the struggle. And if you want a book recommendation, I'm on that journey too, and it's called The Happiness Trap. We got Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like money worries, stability worries, a housing situation, like we're leaving behind the fear and anxiety around that as well. And that not only that, but that means there is going to be some like large sum of money, or like some really lucky housing situation, or a really good new job that you've been wanting. Like, this is really magical, and it's saying like we are leaving behind the lack mindset, the worrying about if we're gonna be safe, if we're gonna be able to have enough to eat, if we're gonna have a place to live. This is definitely for me too. Sips tea. For sure, yeah. So that's really good to hear. This year for me and for many people that I know has been full of a lot of worry and struggle and anxiety over needs being met and over jobs. Lots of my friends are losing jobs. Lots of my friends have jobs that are in danger of being lost, and or are worried about money or housing. So this is really positive and exciting that the worry around that and the struggle with those feelings is going to go away. And it, again, in another reading, I'll get into what we can expect in 2026, but this is looking like, you know, we're not going to need that in 2026. What else? The Wheel of Fortune. So we're leaving behind a cycle. Like I don't even know how to be more in depth. Like, this is the end of the year and the beginning of a new one. So we're leaving this. I just burped. We're leaving this year in 2025. Like, all of this year, not really, because we learned lessons and we had beautiful moments, but I feel like most of the time I'm like, yeah, this year's gonna, you know, be different, but then I'm like, no, it's not. It's just another year. But this year, I really do feel like, damn, things gotta be different, or I don't know what else to say. But this is very positive that we're leaving. Oh my God. We're leaving. I think we are leaving. I think we're leaving something. The Tower just came out when we're talking about another ending. And then the Three of Swords. So heartbreak. Everything is crumbling. This is the end of something. Like, I feel like this is to do with a home life situation potentially, or it could be a job even for some people, a job. But this is like, if it's a job that's really meaningful to you. It's a job that maybe you've found a lot of like meaning and passion and love for, maybe the people that you work with, or like the clients that you have, or like students, maybe something like that. Like, this is a something that you were really hoping would work out, and it's seeming like it's really not. This is hitting me like a ton of bricks right now too. But yeah, this is, you've experienced a lot of heartbreak in this year of 2025, and we're letting that go. We're leaving this heartbreak in 2025. We are going to let it all burn down. Like, we need to let it. I think what we've been trying to do is like douse the flames with water. Like, we're trying to put out this fire, but it's too late. It's too late for this tower. It's too late for this like situation to be able to recover from here. After the fire burns it down, we can build something new. And that is the really, really beautiful, exciting part. And we don't have the Star card, but we do have the Star on the Ace of Pentacles. So just really hopeful that, like, yes, this is the Tower card, but this is what we're leaving behind. This has been a tower of a year, like just crumbling, things falling apart in many different directions. Probably for me, it's like almost every direction of my life is like so insane. So very, very much needed though. Like, everything is going to crumble, or not going to, everything has been everything already has been crumbling and crashing, and we are leaving that behind. We are leaving the ruins of this behind. We're leaving this heartbreak in this year, because this is the end of this year. This is the end of this cycle that we've been in. This is the end of worrying about our safety, our security, our income, our money. And maybe that's gonna have to look like doing something, making a choice that like isn't the decision that you want to make, but it might be the best one for you. I'm gonna see if there's any more about what we're leaving in 2025 before I get into some oracle. This is my fairy tarot, by the way. This is like one of my absolute favorites. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Swords and Temperance. So, okay, kind of my thought is that Temperance should be in the middle. And we have 3 major cards. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and now Temperance. So this has been a really big year for you. Like, even though there's been a lot of crazy shit, like there's also been some really good fortune and some things that are kind of working in the background that you might already start to be feeling like, okay. I've been feeling like that lately. I just saw 11:11. It was 11 minutes and 11 seconds. I don't know if it will be when I post, but that was crazy. Okay. Anyway, I put Temperance in the middle here because how the first thought is Temperance, transmuting. This is a really positive card. And what I'm feeling like is we're taking our 4 of Swords kind of a year where we've been maybe kind of like isolated, maybe a little bit alone and really restful, but maybe not even just by choice. It's kind of like circumstances and life and just your feelings and situations have been really like leaving you, you know, needing to stay in and rest, and you're really wanting to expand. You're wanting to like step out of this, you know, frozen energy almost. Like Temperance, we're wanting to take this year of your, you know, of rest, but it's almost been like too long of being stagnant and being in the same place and resting, and it's like you're waiting for something. And so this coming year, now we're getting to the end of, you know, what we need to leave in 2025. I think this is trying to give us something positive to look forward to, and we'll get more into that in another reading again. But 10 of Cups, we're turning all of this into fuel for this upcoming year. We have learned a lot of lessons. We have cut a lot of people off. We have been feeling so much within ourselves this year, and that is all going to pay off this year. This is the 10 of Cups. I don't know if I already said that, but this is like complete emotional fulfillment. And no, we're never gonna be this all the time. We can never be this all the time. But I feel like this coming year, 2026, is going to be a year of more of this and less of this, less of 9 of Swords. This is what I'm used to. This is what a lot of us are used to. This is what a lot of us are willing to accept out of life, because we distract ourselves, because we do things that maybe aren't aligned with our values, because, you know, we're coping and we're struggling and whatnot. But this is what a lot of us are at right now, is this 9 of Swords. It's been a very like daunting year, it feels, for most people that I know. So more of this and less of that. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna be happy more often than we have been this past year. Can't promise you that it's gonna be more often than not. I can't promise you that it's gonna be all the time, because it definitely won't be that. But I think that there's gonna be a lot of really big, important, meaningful changes and people coming into your life, and connections with others, and connection in what you do for work, and how you show up for other people, how other people show up for you. It just seems like a much more fulfilling year ahead. So that is very exciting. We're leaving behind this year. just leave it all. I'm just kidding. No, we're taking what we've learned. We're taking these, you know, experiences and this struggle and this stagnant and this, like, you know, not sure what's coming next, and we're leaving it in 2025 so that we can accept what is to come. We need to make room for this. So woo. I'm gonna pull, I'm like not editing any of this in case you haven't noticed, because I just want to be able to upload it straight to YouTube. I'm a simple girl. I got a flip phone. More on that later, but love. Let's see, we got sunflower action. Yes. Yeah. 34, 3 plus 4 is 7. Very lucky. Sunflowers might mean something to you. I know I have a few friends that sunflowers mean something really important to them, so this could be for them specifically. There's a lot of yellow, like the temperance card is pretty yellow, and a butterfly, transformation, and then these flowers, like, I know they're not sunflowers, but oh, you know what? If you know, you know who that might look like. Love. That's so sweet. I hope they see this. Okay, action. Just like I said in the beginning, before I even pulled any cards, this is the year of action. Stop worrying so much about past decisions. I know it's easier said than done. This is for me too. Stop worrying about if every single choice you make is the right one. There's no right or wrong choice. You just have to choose things. You just have to do things. You just have to take the steps and do the things and keep putting one foot in front of the other. That's just what we gotta do. I know, it's crazy. I know, it's stressful. I don't even like to think about that sometimes, but that is reality. Like, we have to just do things or we're never gonna do anything. Labyrinth. I just got this the other day. Let me see also, I'll get some meanings, but I just got this the other day, and this is like, it's journey. A labyrinth isn't a maze. It's not like a trap. There is a center of the labyrinth, and there is like a path that you have to just keep taking forward. You don't exactly know where it's taking you or when you'll get there or how you'll get there, but you just have to keep moving forward. You just have to keep going and trust the process and trust the journey. And this was a big like spiritual journey card too as well, so that makes sense with the tower. Like, this could be like a dark night of the soul type of year for you. This could have been a lot of depression and anxiety and fear and worry and financial problems or health problems. Preaching to the choir. But yeah, like this we're stepping into a new journey here. We're ending this year, we're ending this cycle, and we're stepping into a new journey, a new path forward, and we just have to keep going. We might not know exactly what's going to come next. In the next video, we will try to get some guidance forward, but you know, we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best. I have been trying to live my life taking it like one. Okay, I'm going to take those because these two flipped up. I was only trying to get one and I was going to put them back, but then I saw 7. So definitely 7, meaningful, very lucky, and feathers. And it says messages. So definitely, like, this is so crazy with the 2, like, really symbolic messages that I just felt for a specific friend of mine. So this is loud. This is really, really, really loud that your ancestors, your spirit guides, your like past loved ones, they are here for you. They have been here, you know, trying to pat your back and hold your hand through this year. This year had to happen, sorry. But they want you to know that your upcoming year is going to be very lucky, and look out for messages from them. Ask for messages from them. Also, this card mentions that feathers, colors have very specific meaning. So if you find feathers outside, or if you see feathers in a dream, or just like anywhere, pay attention to the color of the feather and then go and look that up and see what it means, because it's something specific. And then we also have number 29, and this is skull endings. So again, more about the endings of this cycle. Like, I don't really think that there's much more that needs to be explained. There is an 11. 9 plus 2 is 11. And then on this little calendar right here, there's an 11. So that's another 11, 11. So intuition. I don't think this is just about this year ending. Like, definitely pay attention to what this cycle is at ending. Is like, is it a roommate situation? Is it a relationship situation? Is it both? Is it something with your family? Is it a job? Is it school? Is it a friend? Introspect, girl, gay, they, whoever you are. Think about it if you don't know already, but I'm assuming that you probably do. So yeah, just really so much support and love from all directions really for you. And I know it probably hasn't exactly felt like that certain times throughout this year, this past year, 2025, but there is even more of that to come this next year. Last but not least, for Oracle, and then I'm going to get into some charms, I have these Lowe's paint swatches that I went and picked out, like weird name things, and I actually haven't used these in a video ever. I've only used them for myself a handful of times, so I just want to get some more info about if there's anything specific that we are needing to leave behind in 2025, in addition to what we're already leaving behind, which is basically everything. It just feels like a big shift of, like, even just everywhere. Like, this is a collective reading, but like globally and just like people, humans in general, I feel like everyone is dying for this. Everyone is like needing an ending to this crazy shit that we're going about right now in this world. Okay. Plot twist. Plot twist. Nostalgia. So this is kind of gray and this is blue. And Will-O-Wisp, and this is purple. Ooh, I love that. I forgot that was even in there. So these two being kind of like gray and gloomy, I feel like this is what we're needing to leave behind. And I think the nostalgia part and mixed with the plot twist, like, I think it's, like I said before, thoughts of the past. A lot of people, they have depression about the past, anxiety about the future. So these are very blue. It's feeling a little depressy when we're being super nostalgic. Maybe we're missing a person or a situation, or we're not exactly where, you know, we thought we would be, or we're missing, you know, past friends or loved ones, or whatever the case is. We are finding ourselves getting a little bit too lost in the past sauce. We need to be in the present soup. I don't know what that was. We're too lost in the past sauce, and we're trying to drink too much Futurade. We need to be mixing in the soup of present. Mix it in the present soup. Mix that soup. Again, look into the book, The Happiness Trap. I'm telling you right now, it's been the only self-help book that has ever actually changed my life, and I'm so grateful for it, and I'm gonna probably do a whole video about that. So we're leaving behind this anxiety and these thoughts of the past. The children may be infiltrating. Hold on. I'm telling them to go away. I'm almost done, okay?
We just want to stand here and watch.
Okay. Okay, they're going to stand there and watch now. So the last oracle card that I have is Will-O-Wisp. And that's interesting that the children are here. I'm thinking that... Please don't. Please go out for one more minute. I'm finishing up, okay? I don't want to have to edit this, and I'm gonna have to just leave this in here now because I've been recording for 25 minutes. Okay? Okay. Another message that we cannot wait for perfection. We cannot, you know, try to live our lives in perfection. And I'm not going to be mad about this. I'm not going to have anxiety about this. This is just is what it is. Will-O-Wisp. follow the little blue weird things in the forest. Follow your heart, follow your passion, follow your intuition, get creative. Talk to children and get creative and play with them. They're dancing and being silly and weird behind this window right now. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up before I lose it. Just kidding, I'm not gonna lose it. They're having fun, they're playing outside. Okay, what we need to leave behind in 2025. Also, my friend Yuri made this. It's really cute. I created him a tarot reading for it. Ooh, we got lots of stuff. You guys are blocking my light. Watch out.
What one did you get?
Okay, hold on. Okay, we got a cat and the moon. That kind of reminds me of my cat Boo. So maybe that could be a sign that some of these messages are from a cat who has passed away, who means a lot to you. We also have a ring and a butterfly. So I feel like this is just another message of like transformation and transmutation. This is a really, really big time. They're distracting me. I'm so sorry. A paper clip.
Wow.
I think that maybe there were some legal troubles or some paperwork issues in this past year. And I'm hearing like get more organized and don't. Please stop. Please go. Please go. 5 minutes.
No, we just want to watch TV.
I know, but scoot back, please. This is just as much for me as it is for you guys. Religious trauma much. There's a cross and an angel. So maybe we're like moving away from religion, or at least like organized religion, possibly. Let's see. Sagittarius. Optimistic. It's also Sagittarius season right now, if you're watching this right now as the year is ending. Right? Yeah. Okay, and then we have so I think for some of you it might be a Sagittarius. There's also a dragon. And I always say this, but I always think of the dragon, this specific one, like I know it's a dragon, but I always think phoenix, so I think of it like rising from the ashes. But I don't think it's because like it obviously doesn't look like a phoenix, but kind of the motion it's making. But also what I'm thinking of specifically right now is like Daenerys Targaryen when she goes into the fire and then she comes out with her 3 dragons. So Daenerys struggled. I'm not going to go into the whole detail about her story, but she struggled a lot and she was like sold into slavery and whatnot. And she ended up becoming the mother of dragons. So it's going to be a mother of dragons year for us all. Leaf. So, and there's also a pumpkin. And so here's the pumpkin. And then there's also a squirrel. Whenever I see the squirrel, I always think of like savings. And so I'm thinking, again, this is connecting with the money struggles. I'm burping a lot. So yes, this year you're going to be able to save. You're going to be able to feel more safe financially. And then just all of those 3 together, the pumpkin, the squirrel, and the leaf, I'm thinking like something is going on in fall. But also I think connecting with nature more. I think that you, like I said before, have been very like inside. You've been staying inside, and I'm not saying like go outside. I'm not saying go be for the streets. I'm not saying go to the club. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying go outside. Go outside in nature. I think that you've been wanting to do that. It's something that you like doing, but I feel like maybe for some of this year you have been a little bit hesitant or not going outside as you might want to or need to. So I'm gonna go now. This is what we need to leave in 2025. We're leaving behind perfectionism. We're leaving behind fear and anxiety around money and about our safety and our needs being met. We're going on a spiritual journey. So many cycles are ending, so many new beginnings, so many lessons learned that we're going to be using throughout this upcoming year. Stick around if you want to see more things, more tarot, more book stuff, potentially more whatever stuff if you want. Thanks. Happy New Year.